Hello world, welcome to the special edition of Stuff Under the Bonsai Tree. Since school is out, it is time to review some of the forbidden techniques that I have picked up over time. First is a basic weapon. This basic weapon is made by using one of these fancy pens. I'm using my red acro ball pen as mine has increased range. The way I made mine have increased range is, first, I screwed this off from this piece. Now this may not be true with all pens, but I know for sure it works with most pens, such as this pen, and also it works with these. These don't have as good of launching mechanisms though, as this is much larger than the launcher or projectile from this one. So after unscrewing the top part with the pen trigger, you'll take this and use it. Now, range is not ever 100% sure, but it can be from 3 meters to 5 meters range. It is easy to hide, easily concealed in your hand, and also you can put a pen on it, and the teacher will never know you're actually about to shoot it at someone. Second thing, with the launcher, when you launch, it becomes much more visible as people will see a dart flying across the classroom like this. Now you may be asking, why don't you go like this? Because there's more surface area to put on the spring and a sharper point. Well, no, that doesn't really work. It doesn't launch as well because when you put the butt of the launcher, or what should be the tip, you push it in and you see the spring isn't all the way coiled up. So what you do is when you take the spring out, you put this side in, you can tell by having this pop out. Now you don't want to do it all the way, and you kind of want to flick it. That's pretty much the guide to using it. So when you launch this, go ahead and slow the video down if you like. You push down on the side. I recommend using your fingernail because that makes it easier to just slide your finger off the dart and launch it. You push down and slide, and it launches. Now, I didn't do a full power launch because I'm just sitting in my room on my desk doing this, so I don't really want to get stuff on my wall. Our second invention is much more complicated, and it doesn't have as good range and not as good concealment, but it's way cooler and way funner to use. Meet the pen bow. Using a rubber band and just a classic Bic relatively transparent pen, you can make a bow. So how this works is you use the rubber band as the drawstring, hook it onto the bow, pull back and launch it. Now, if you want increased range and I don't know if it has increased accuracy with this, but if you would like increased range and stronger firepower, simply turn it around, use the opposite end, pull and launch. Now, to make this, you require one Bic pen, one rubber band, and a thumbtack. So I'm going to show you on this, and because for some reason I can't find the cap for this, I'm going to take the cap off. Now I made two holes in this cap to have extra ammo storage for shooting at my friends. So you can do that if you'd like, but that should only be after to make sure your build still works. So you're going to start with this, pull this out, and pull out the pen and ink, if you can. Shoot. You can use like scissors to hold on to the edges if you need to. So now you have the ink / the arrow and the bow itself. What you're going to next do is try to pull this out. And you're going to try to pull this out. And since I really don't want to do that right now, I'm just going to put this pen back together because I really don't want to do that right now. And I'm going to grab back this pen. Now what you're going to do once you have this piece slid out, you're going to see I put a hole in this. And to do that, you're going to take your thumbtack and poke into, like, look, now just look at your pen from this to this. You're going to stab it in. You can use it any way you would like to. Stab it in anywhere you want to, where you want the bowstring to be. Preferably somewhere in the middle to have the most pullback. Then, after you have your hole drilled in, you can use scissors to open the hole wider like I did. You're gonna slide this piece, which is just right here, in through, allowing you to start your bow. Next, you're going to take your cap and try to pull this out. After getting this out, you're going to cut your rubber band in half, connect it in by grinding it against this, and then pushing this in, keeping a little bit of it in there just in case it tears, so that it's easier to get your thing back out. And also it keeps tension on the thing, allowing the bow to be tighter. Then you're going to put it in part way on this side. The more you put it in, the tighter your bowstring is going to be, and thus the farther you can shoot and the longer arrows you're going to have. Now you can do that. Boom. Put this on. Close it on, and you have your bow. Sorry I couldn't do the full visual thing. I just really don't want to hurt my fingers. Be careful. This can be relatively dangerous when using the thumbtack. So don't poke through like that, because then you'll just end up stabbing your hand once you breach the second wall. And you'll be pretty good. And if you're gonna aim at someone, at least hit them, okay? Peace out. Have fun battles. Please like and subscribe for more.